when you have noticed that somebody has fallen down and they are having fits, that's what we call a seizure. Number one, what you're supposed to do is to stay calm. We recommend staying calm because you have to establish what really has been the cause of them falling down. It could be a faint or it could be a seizure. You can only tell when you have had time to be cool and calm. Then number two, if there are any sharp objects around, you try and put them away. Remember, we are trying as much as we can to make sure that this person is not having any more head injuries. So any kind of sharp objects, be it stones or any other kind, you try and put that aside. Then number three, you look for something that is soft. It could be a pillow or it could be a heavy clothing, and you put it beneath their head. Still, we are trying to see how best we can protect the head from getting any further injuries from the place that they have fallen. Then number four, you loosen tight clothing. Suppose they are on a tie or they are on some clothing which is so tight on them, you try and loosen. That will help them to breathe in easily, because what is happening at the point of one having a seizure is there is no much supply of oxygen to the brain. And if you try and loosen them up, then you are allowing a lot of more oxygen for them to even recover quickly. Then number five, you roll them in what we call the recovery position. So for a recovery position, you don't lie them on their back or on their stomach, but you lie them on their side, more specifically on their left side, and you fold their legs. So this kind of position helps, especially for those that when they're having a seizure, they could be having some kind of foam coming out of their mouth. So when you lie them on their back, the likelihood of the foam going back inside their throat is high, and that could cause what we call choking. But if you lie them on their side, if there's any kind of foam coming out, then that can easily flow out and it will not choke them. Then finally, you stay with them until they are fully recovered. Most of them, once they are out from the seizure, they feel a little bit confused. So they might want to stand up and begin to walk. Suppose they had fallen beside the road, they might want to cross the road, and that could be very dangerous. The other important thing is, irrespective of the place that they have had the seizure, it is good first to remove them from the danger. So all these other first aid stages that we have explained can be taking place at a point where they are in a safe place. Meaning, if they had fallen on water, the first thing to do is to get them out of water. If it was on fire, the first thing to do is to get them out of that fire. And once you have stayed with them until they are fully recovered, you can ask questions like, have they taken their medication? If not, if they have carried the medication, you can help them take. And if they did, then probably that was caused by another trigger altogether. You can call their family members to alert them that their person has either fallen down here, and they can come over and pick him to a safer place.